Hey everybody, Weston here. We're back with another deck tech video. This one is going to be one of my first ones, or actually my very first one from the Final Fantasy set. It's going to be Kuja's Army of Wizards. It's going to be a bracket 4 deck today. We're running 5 Game Changers, Bola Citadel, Underworld Breach, the One Ring, Deflecting Swat, and Jeska's Will. This is going to be a pain deck. It's red-black. Red-black does one thing very well, and revolving around Kuja, making the Wizards real strong. So to start us off, we have our commander, Kuja, Genome Sorcerer. At the beginning of your end step, create a tapped 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if you have 4 or more wizards, transform Kuja. Kuja flips into Trans Kuja, Fate Defied. Maybe a Final Fantasy fan can correct me if I'm mispronouncing everything or what the lore is for Kuja here. But it has Flame Star, and if a wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. We're running 14 creatures, which is a little low, but they each do a very specific thing. I wanted to lean heavily into making those black wizards, and so we have Black Waltz number 3. We have Queen Bran, Queen Bran maybe, who creates 1 whenever they attack. We have Mysidian Elder, who also makes a black wizard, and Fandaniel. Telephoroi. I'm sorry, Final Fantasy fans. You guys can roast me in the comments. This card is whenever you cast an instant sorcery, surveil 1, which is good to kind of stack your deck. And at the beginning of each end step, if an opponent, each opponent may sacrifice a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent who doesn't loses 2 life for each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. I mean, it's a 5-drop, so it's pretty up there in cost, but it's also a pretty strong effect when you get in there. And then we're running our standard ping effects with our Coruscation Mage, who is a wizard. That's important. Gutter Snipe, Firebrand Archer, Harmonic Prodigy, lets my stuff trigger twice. Same with Roaming Throne. Krark, so whenever you cast an instant sorcery, it could bounce the spell back to your hand. Storm Kiln to get you some mana. Magus of the Wheel to refill your hand. And Soulfim to do some extra damage. And then we also have Electrostatic Infantry, which is whenever you cast an instant sorcery, put a 1/1 counter on them. It gets big. For sorceries, we have 14. We have some removal in here. We have Blasphemous Act, right? Deals 13 damage to everything. We have Chandra's Ignition. Use this on your Kuja, or even on that little wizard that gets 1/1 counters. Especially if you have Kuja flipped, you can do a whole bunch of damage. We have Cathartic Reunion, where you discard 2 cards and draw 3. Circle of Power makes a little 0/1 black wizard. Cornered by black mages does the same. It makes a little 0/1 black wizard. We have Faithless Looting in here. We have Jeska's Will in here. Knight's Whisper. Past in Flames to give our stuff flashback until end of turn. Renegade Tactics. Just a little cantrippy card. Makes it so a creature can't block, so if you have to swing with Kuja. And it also draws you a card. Sign in Blood. Vandal Blast, Wheel of Fortune, and Wheel of Misfortune. So we have 3 wheel effects in here. For our instance, we have Chaos Warp. By the way, this art from Edge of Eternities continues to be amazing. And then we have Crimson Wisps. Again, a little cantrip. Helps you go through. We're running Dark Ritual and Seething Song. Just as some mana accelerants if you can get them. We have Deadly Rollick. And we have Deflecting Swat for protection and removal. We have Expedite, Cantrip, gives something haste. We have Feign Death, which is if a creature were to die, return it to the battlefield tapped. So you could do that with your Kuja. Fire Magic, which is just an all-around decent removal spell at instant speed. Gut Shot, it's essentially a free let all your wizards ping overkill, which is hilarious because nothing's going to be big enough to survive the overkill. Thrill of Possibility is discard a card, draw 2. Thunder Magic. Transpose makes a 0/1 black wizard. Undying Malice, same thing as the other revival, brings something back. And Untimely Malfunction. For artifacts, we're running Arcane Signet, Lotus Petal, Talisman of Judgment, or Indulgence, my bad, Soul Ring, and Felwar Stone for mana rocks, as well as Rakdos Signet. We have Swiftfoot Boots in here for protection. We have the One Ring in here for protection. Bola Citadel in here to be able to play stuff off the top of our library so we can just keep going. And we have the Black Mage's Rod, which has Job Select, and it gives the equipped creature the ability of whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage, and it's also a wizard. It makes it into a wizard. For enchantments, we're running Artist Talent, Descent into Avernus, Double Vision, which lets you copy some spells, Fiery Inscription, Kaya's Ghost Form, Phyrexian Arena, Underworld Breach, and Exquisite Blood. And then for lands, this is an expensive package. I wanted to make something a little bit higher power, but not like so high power that it is dumb. So I like bracket 4, but not like high bracket 4 when I play. So that's kind of where I designed this. So we did throw Badlands in here, and an Arid Mesa, and a Blood Crypt, Marsh Flats, Polluted Delta, Phyrexian Tower. I set the arts for the basics to be the Edge of Eternities because I think that these arts are some of the best that we have seen ever. But yeah, pretty basic and standard mana package. Overall, I think this deck can do very well. In games where I've played that have Kuja, he seemingly seems to draw less hate than Vivi because Vivi is just like the explosive right in your face threat. But Kuja is just as terrifying. I promise you he is just as terrifying. And I have seen this card just curb stomp an entire boards all the time. He is a very powerful threat that you have to deal with right off the bat. And if your opponents don't deal with him right away, you will run away with the game pretty fast. As always, I'll link the new forms for if you would like to play with myself and my friends on the Hidden Gibbon, and also the form for if you would like to submit a deck tech idea. Of course, you will get the credit for that if you're comfortable with it. I don't want to force anybody to be given that credit or anything if you're not comfortable with it. I understand. I have a whole bunch of in-person social anxiety. It's much better on a camera, right? There's a degree of separation, but I get it. But I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you would change, what your Kuja deck looks like if you have one. Let me know some of the Final Fantasy lore, since I only ever played Final Fantasy X. I don't even know what Black Mages are. I know that Vivi is one, only from watching some other videos on Magic where they've talked about it. And I think it's from Final Fantasy IX. Please don't bury me for not knowing. But I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next Deck Tech video.